Yes, when you look at the whole national anthem, it's quite very interesting.
It is.
And I think it's probably the best anthem which we have, when you talk about foundational stage in life, when we got our independence, it's quite recognized our diversity, either in terms of religion, ethnic, or whatever, and then, actually, I try to highlight the fact that this diverse nature, religion, people, should not necessarily be mitigate against the nation. Rather, it should help us to build a brotherhood in which we are all one. We see each other as one, and the founding principles were actually laid out in terms of justice, fairness, equity, were clearly written all over that anthem. But by the time we changed from that to
very
Arise, O
hopeful.
Compatriots.
Sorry, the words were very, very hopeful.
Very, very hopeful. We were hoping to build a great nation of black people living in brotherhood, celebrating our diversity, not using it against the whole nation, and also projecting the image of the black man from the Nigerian viewpoint, from the Nigerian flag, where the Nigerians, black people all over the world would actually found a home. And when you consider the foreign policy that we operated, under the whole national anthem, Africa was the centerpiece of our foreign policy. It was very, very clear. We played major roles in liberation of other countries in Africa. We promoted the concept of brotherhood. We promoted justice. We promoted equality of people, including in Southern Africa, not just South Africa, the whole of Southern Africa. And that drove the agenda, the foreign policy of our country. That defined who we are. And the whole world related to us.
In a continental context.
In a continental context. Even.
But now, among ourselves, among our brethren and sisters, getting on with our lives, those very values have been challenged before in our historical development.
Absolutely. We've had several challenges thrown at the nature of the Nigerian state, whether in form of its organization, management, or outright attempt to decapitate it. We've had that. We can't deny the fact that we went through the Rossi coup, the Nzegu coup, the military pushback, and then leading to Gowon. We can't deny several military coups that had happened. And also, in contemporary times, we cannot deny agitations for right to self-determination, which are more or less expression of dissatisfaction with one thing or the other about the Nigerian state. Like Doctor clearly highlighted that when Nigerians seems to be disaffected, they tend to go back to the old national anthem. They will sing it to remind themselves of the core values of the Nigerian state, of what the Nigerian state is supposed to be.
Indeed.
That we would rather have a country live together in brotherhood. And it's always, that is when we go back to that as a sign of rebellion to highlight the fact that Nigeria is no longer or is drifting away from its core, set out objectives.
As